Greetings. In this video, we are going to look at the reference from the Vedas on the electromagnetic spectrum. So there is a common verse which occurs in several portions throughout the Vedas. To be specific, let us look at the Yajur Veda. To be more specific, the Taittiriya Aranyaka of the Krishna Yajur Veda, where we can find this verse in occurrence in two particular portions in the Aranyaka, the forest treatise of the Yajur Veda. In other words, the lessons of the Yajur Veda which were traditionally learned in the forest region. So the verse can be found in the 4th and 10th prashna of the 13th Anuvaka of the Taittiriya Aranyaka. This portion is commonly referred to as the Narayana Suktam, which explains the reflection of Paramatma within one's body. It specifies the location in which the absolute consciousness manifests in the body, in the physical body. And the same verse is also found in the Shiva Upasana mantra of the, again, Krishna Yajur Veda. It occurs in the 10th prashna, Anuvakas 16 to 25. This portion speaks about the consecration process, the way in which, or the formula used to energize or do a prana pratishtha to a Shivalinga, and the 5 phases of the Shivalinga, the 5 phases of Lord Shiva. So the verse goes as Ritagam Satyam Param Brahma Purusham Krishna Pingalam. So word to word breakdown. First, it's Ritam, which simply means the cosmic rhythm. Satyam, which means truth. Param, ultimate. Brahma, which means the absolute consciousness, Brahman. Purushaha, it simply means the person, a supreme person, the supreme being. Krishna, which has several meanings. Here we can take it as dark, a darkish complexion. Pingalam, which is yellow or a orangish yellowish hue color. So here it speaks about the absolute consciousness, and in the ending we see a reference of Krishna and Pingalam. So if we look at the electromagnetic spectrum, if we look at the visible light range, we find that the color progresses from the darkest to that of a yellowish orange hue. The highest as the wavelength increases, or as the frequency reduces, we find a pattern in which the color progresses from a darkish complexion towards an orangish, yellowish, reddish hue. So when we say Krishna Pingalam, we are actually referring to the entire visible light portion of the electromagnetic spectrum. So in a way, to denote that this absolute consciousness is all pervasive. It covers all forms of wavelength, all forms of frequency, from the lowest wavelength to the highest wavelength. So this is an interesting reference in which the electromagnetic spectrum is beautifully incorporated and explained in the Vedas. Thank you for watching.